Okay, hello everyone. I think we are live now. Great. I would like to see people joining. Okay, great. Okay, hi Swam. Thank you for joining. Hi Ramaswamy. Thank you for joining. I'll see like whether people are able to join. We will give some time for them to join. I hope you all are able to see and hear me. Yes, no. The feeling yes of an escape is okay. People just want to see if you are able to hear and see me, right? And this is basically a series which I have started, right? Okay, yes, very less people are here. Okay, I will also see how in LinkedIn, people on LinkedIn able to hear me. Yes, no. Okay, Deepika has joined, Sheikh has joined, Vishnu is there with us. Vishnu, just give 2-3 minutes, we will take you on live, right? Okay, on LinkedIn, people on LinkedIn. Okay, all are good on LinkedIn. Yes, no. Okay. Okay. People are joining. Audible, sir. Thank you, Arunima. Thank you. Yes. Okay. People on LinkedIn. Great. So, okay. Ray Price, you have joined. Thank you for joining. That's really great. Okay. So, guys, today's agenda is okay. Great. Great. People are there on LinkedIn also. That's really great. And thank you all for joining. Right. And today's main agenda is because, see, guys, I will just give a small intro about myself. Right. And this is Praveen. I hope you all know. Right. Where the journey was quite difficult, right? Coming on to to a product based, it was very difficult journey, right? So I know many of you have your dream to achieve something big, and I know many of you are finding difficulty in getting a right mentor, right? So this day, right, I have decided let's go ahead with your mock interviews where I have been the panelist of various companies, right? Various interviews and all. So I will do some interviews today, right? And you just see like how the things are going on, right? So yes, that's how that's how the thing goes on. He's telling he has left EKS and I got a bill of 1K. Yes, that's very you should be very much careful. So today's agenda is all about your how we do the mock interviews, how a DevOps engineer actually gets into a product based organization, or what are the things actually people have to make sure they know, right? So that's all the things we will see. And we will make sure like in the coming days this series goes on, right? So I know many of you have uploaded resume. How many of you have uploaded resume in the drive? Just give a quick yes. People on LinkedIn, thank you for showing so much love. Right, how many of you have uploaded your resume? Just say a hi, just say a hello, or just say yes, anything. So I have already selected a few people, right? Okay, brother, thank you. I have selected few of the resumes where I felt those are good, and I have seen people, I have reached to people also, right? Okay, Deepika is uploaded. Yes, uploaded, sir. I have passed 2019 Canada. Yes, Shubham, all of you can get a job. It's not a difficult thing, but yeah, because as of now we all are in difficult situation, right? So we have to make sure we are doing that much hard work to get the jobs, right? All of you agree, right? With hard work, with patience, with luck a little bit, right, we will get the jobs, right? That's the thing. I just now completed my doubts clearing session with my people, right, of batch 2.0, and I'm just starting my live here. I hope people are also there. I see people from batch are also there, right? So that's really great, and I'm hoping more power, more josh in this live interview, right? So shall we start the live mock interview, the first mock interview? And those who are joining me, I have a feedback also to you all, right? I'll be giving like whom I am taking the interview, I'll be giving them the live feedback also. Okay, so just make sure you all are with me, right? And don't leave this what we call the live session, right? So you will come to know like, okay, how an interview drills down a person, what are the things he wants to get from a candidate, how a candidate is getting fit into a particular role. All these things we will see. Okay, great. So all are with me? A quick yes, and we will start the mock interview, the first mock interview, and this episode goes on, right? And I hope more people come and more I can help, right? So yes, so I have already a few people with me, right? I'll just open their resumes, right? One was Vishnu. I see more resumes here. That's really good. So yes, let me start with this. So let's start. Okay, I see many yes. So yes, Vishnu, are you there? First of all, give a yes on the chat, and I will add you to the stream. I will request you to come on live on your video also, so that people here can actually see us. And Swamijit, thanks for joining. Your slot, I hope you know, it's from 9:30. I will quickly wrap up Vishnu's interview, and then we'll come to you, right? So yes, let me add Vishnu to the stream. So how are the things going on? Like, how many of you are doing job search? Are you facing any difficulties? Are you getting the calls or not? Because I see many people are complaining, Praveen, I'm not getting call. Praveen, there are no calls at all, right? Okay. Yes. Many of you are facing on, right? Yes, those issues. Okay, Greta is there. How much time the interview will be? It will be mostly 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes. So I will add Vishnu on the video. Vishnu, if you are on the video, you can come. I'm expecting you to come in. Okay, Vishnu is already there. Okay, great.
Hi.
So Vishnu, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Great, great. I'm great. And thank you, first of all, for coming to this interview session. When I posted the data, I think I was going through the resumes and I selected your resume. It was really good.
Thanks.
For a 2
Thank
years experience, I felt it will definitely impact the other people also, right?
Yes.
Great. So no nervousness, all good
Okay.
from your end.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So once I am into the interview panelist mode, I will be more kind of a serious person, right?
Okay.
And you should be giving the best. Okay,
Okay.
great. Okay, great. So
Yes.
I have taken out Vishnu's resume with me, right? So okay, that's great. So before we go, right, I will take out my document also, so that I can give Vishnu the live feedback, what I am thinking, what I am noting, right? So please, Vishnu, just give me one moment. I will take out my notes
Okay.
also, right? You want feedback or not? You want, right?
Yes, yes, I am.
You want, right? That's the Josh. And just hold on for just a few seconds, and I will take out the. Okay, great. So yes, coming on to the interview, it will be a 20 minutes quick interview, right? And in this 20 minutes, I'll be judging whether you are fitted for my company or not, right? XYZ
Okay.
company, let's think like that, okay? And this position is for DevOps engineer. I hope you have gone through the JD and everything, right?
Yes.
Great. So let's start the interview. So Vishnu, thanks for taking your time and coming on to this interview, right? And
Yes.
first, go ahead with your introduction. I would like to know what are your daily activities as a DevOps engineer, right? And what are
Yes.
your team strength, and any automations have you done in the coming days, or in the past have you done or not? Just go ahead with this three questions.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I've done my team. My team are having 10 members, and I've done automation like CICD pipeline and automating all the DevOps tools with Jenkins tool and I'm written Docker files and Docker containers, and even deployed pods and manage the auto scaling and auto healing and all. And this is I've done in the daily.
Okay. And what is your team strength, Vishnu?
Team strength means we have 10 members, and five of them are on the DevOps developer team, and four of them are the DevOps looking
Okay.
for and looking on DevOps.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So that's really good. So coming on to your day-to-day activities, it's really good. So you are working on containers mostly, Docker containers,
Yeah,
your Kubernetes, and those kind of stuff, right?
Jenkins.
Great, great. So can you tell me something about your project? So what are your actual current project which you are working on? Can you just give a glimpse of that?
Actually, my current project is on hybrid office application, where in a current company, in client company, where it is used to book the seat for their hybrid to come to the office. We are doing that application for the client.
Okay, okay, okay. That's really good. So I see in your resume you have given MySQL, Ansible, Kubernetes. So can you just tell me what is your application structure, right? Application structure in the sense, how is your entire DevOps structure evolved for your application to deploy into any of the environment?
Okay. Developers mainly give the source code and will we'll deploy it in the GitHub repository, and from there we we create in Jenkins we create a Maven build to compact the application and package it, and then we'll create a Docker files and creating Docker files and creating images, and we'll push it into the Docker registry, and then with that we again for deployment we use Kubernetes. Actually, I worked on in a dev environment. First, we will test in locally using Minikube Kubernetes cluster, and then if it is working fine, everything, then I will proceed to the next environment, giving feedback to the senior DevOps, like senior colleagues.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, can you tell me like what are the steps you take when you deploy on Minikube, right? So we will start from there. Just tell me like, okay, you take step one, step two, step three, and you check the URL. So what is that step and how you confirm that the application is up and running?
Okay, first we first will write the YAML scripting for the deployment on service, and then we'll create the pods. It will be created, and we'll check we'll check whether it's the containers are running or not in the pods, and then if it is working fine, then we'll deploy to the deployment whether it's working fine or not.
Okay, okay. So how you check the endpoint? You hit something like www
Yeah,
dot.
curl FNL we use for for only for cluster. There are three types of services. We use cluster IP whether first it is working internally or not, and then
Okay,
if you want to use any other teammates or any in the internal project team, so
hmm,
you will add a node port or any of the
okay.
other services in it.
Okay, great. So suppose I ask you to write some Kubernetes file, right? Manifest
Okay.
file. Will you be
Yeah.
able to write? Just say yes
Yes.
or no.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you are
Yes.
right. Okay, the confidence is great. So let's move ahead. So let's take once you have deployed in Minikube, right? So what
Okay.
happens next? So is there any automations you have done where you send an email to the manager or someone, then they take it to the actual cluster? What is the process behind that?
Actually, there is no automation I've done. This just manually we will be escalating to the senior DevOps engineers
Okay,
or any other technique.
okay,
If it
okay.
is working fine in the Minikube,
Okay. So senior DevOps engineers takes care of the next
yeah,
steps, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Next stage is
And now,
environment.
okay. So in your application structure, right, in your DevOps structure, you told
Yeah.
GitHub, Maven, package, Docker registry, Kubernetes. Where is Ansible coming in? Because in resume you have mentioned Ansible,
It's a
Azure.
previous company we have previous project I've used in that Ansible where to check the whether hosts are working fine or not. If there is any package to be installed in any server, we have used Ansible add-up comments or any playbook if there is any
Okay,
necessary. So
okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I see you have worked on webhooks, right? So can
yeah,
you just tell me what are the different types of hooks you have created?
uh, the books I've used only for when any developer any changed the code in the Git, I pushed in the GitHub. Then I've created a webhook from GitHub to the Jenkins where it
Okay,
triggers and it creates it generates a pipe, recreates a pipe. What runs a pipeline? Sorry, runs a
okay,
pipeline. This is one done the webhook trick.
okay. Okay. Now let's go to a little bit of AWS, right? Now you have told that you have worked on route tables, NAT gateways, S3 bucket. Now my
Yes.
question will be, suppose you have one public subnet and one private subnet, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, how do you differentiate that this is a public subnet and this is a private subnet, given a condition that your both the subnets are in the same VPC?
I didn't get you. Can you
Okay, no worries.
explain it once
Now
again?
you have a VPC,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Now in that VPC you have two subnets,
Subnets, private and public.
one private and one public, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now how do you distinguish that this is a private subnet and this is a public subnet?
Uh, Private and public means mm,
Okay, no problem. That's fine. That's absolutely fine because sometimes I am also not
the
knowing those
question.
questions. So you
Yeah,
don't need to.
I've set up the private and I've used for accessing the internet gateway. I've
Yes.
used using private and all, but this
Okay, no problem.
was enabled.
Absolutely fine. Right? No problem. So now you are telling about auto scaling you have used, right? So what type of
Yeah,
auto scaling you have used on Kubernetes?
auto scaling replica set. I've used
Okay.
a replica set for in a deployment. Yeah, manifest file.
Okay. And everything runs through Terraform or how it is? Let's take, I want to deploy an application on actual Kubernetes. So how that deployment happens?
Uh, uh, this one. This one actually we do manually. Na? Next for in the next stages they have done for automation. For till dev environment we have done manually.
Okay. So you are, I think you are almost doing few things manually, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what are your plans? Let's take. I will take you in my team, right? So, what are your next steps? How you will resolve these manual tasks through automations? Any idea? Let's take in your case. You are telling from junior DevOps engineer, you are taking it to the senior DevOps engineer by word or by email. So, how you will automate? Any thoughts on that?
Mm,
No.
no, actually.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I agree with you. No issues. Now I see you are Microsoft certified Azure, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me like how you have prepared yourself to get this certification from where you have learned?
This one in our organization we have a Coursera learning pathways and other pathways like plural set and all. From there we have worked on for 2 weeks to clear this certification.
Okay, okay. That's really great. So I see you have GitHub also. So in your
Yes.
leisure time, you write the code or what, how is that? Like what you do in your
Leisure
leisure
time,
time?
I'll be practicing practicing the applications uh, uh, by using all the DevOps tools. If I lose any practice on any tools, so I'll be side by side. I'll be practicing on the tools on DevOps.
Okay, okay, okay. That's great. So can you tell me like what is your branching strategy in your organization?
Branching strategy is we have three environments. Like first is a dev, and next we have staging, and the last is a production environment. We'll create first in the master branch. From we create separate feature branches. If they want to work on separate, we'll be having a team to create one feature branch, and we we create the branches, and next we merge it to the new in a separate branch. The whole code will be merged and will be created in one separate branch, and that branch will be that branch will be applied and on the dev environment, and we'll work on it. And if it is working fine on dev environment, then it will that take it to the next staging for the pre-production. And next, if it is working, then it will go to the production environment.
Okay, that's great. That's really great. Now coming on to the other things, right? I see you are good at Linux and Windows, right?
Linux, I
Linux you
use
are
the
good.
AWS instance.
Okay, great. So suppose I will give you a scenario, right? Suppose you have an EBS volume, right? EBS volume to your EC2 instance, right? Now, can you tell me the steps? Suppose my EBS volume is filled with all the data, right? What are the steps you will follow to make sure that EBS is back with storage? Don't know? Okay, no problem. You don't need to worry at all, right?
Okay.
When you don't know, just tell don't know. That's good, right? So, any extracurricular activities you are taking part in? Any other things that you would like to mention? Praveen, I'm doing this, and I'm taking out time to learn this. I'm helping my junior, something like that.
Daily, I'll be practicing on the DevOps tools separately for 2 hours, and actually, I have a the thing is to do help started a YouTube channel like that, like you,
Okay,
to
okay,
take
okay,
information like you. So
great.
I've been preparing for that, but I haven't started yet. I
No,
need
no
some
problem.
confidence for that. So for that, I've
That's
been
really good. Like
dreaming
you
for
should
it.
take time, right?
Yeah.
When you start something, right, you always have a chance to learn, meet new
Yeah.
people, right?
Yes.
Learn some new things, learn how to talk confidently, right? So that
Yes.
all skills you should build, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, your interview was awesome, right? And I see so many good things in your resume, right? Many things I would like to tell that you came forward, right? So we are completing your interview here, right? And I have
Yeah.
Swamijit also with me, right? Who will be joining in some time, right?
Thanks.
So coming on to your interview, I will like to give feedback. I have noted everything, whatever you are talking, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell you one thing: your confidence, right, which you are talking, right? Make sure that is very good, right? When you talk something, I as an interviewer should feel like, okay, this is the candidate for my team, right? Yes, you are getting. Then only I will give the feedback to my manager that okay, he is doing good, right? Correct? You are
Yes.
getting right. Now one more thing. Okay, I will share my screen maybe, right? And okay, I'll not share my screen, no, not needed. So one more thing what I would like to tell you is the tools and automations which you have worked right till now, you should be thorough in that, right? When I meant like when you are telling EC2, right, at
Yes.
least learn what interviewer can ask on EC2, right? So that
Okay.
you are telling confidently, right? Now you should think what are the automations you can implement in your current organization, right? So let's take with 15 to 20 minutes of talk with you, I came to know that there are many scope of automations in your team, and maybe you can tell these things to your manager and your manager gets impressed, right
Yeah.
now what I would like to tell you is one, when you are deploying into minikube, then you are telling directly to the senior DevOps
Yeah.
engineers. You can automate something from whenever there is a minikube, whenever there is up and running. Maybe you can have some Jenkins job. Maybe you can have something where everyone is knowing, right? This is deployed successfully. Now you can go ahead and deploy in air environment, right?
Yeah.
Now, second scope, what I have felt is in your automations, right? In your there was one more concept which we were talking, where you told like you don't know something, right? So
Yes.
those things also you need to know, right? Your
Yes.
load balancer you need to know, your other things you need to know. So make sure, right, you are strong enough. And I see the GitHub link is at down. Okay, make the GitHub link top to the resume.
Okay.
Okay? And make sure like in your resume I have seen that you have done only one certification, right? At least
Yes.
add one more certification, because now in market, right, it is very difficult to get a job unless and until you have the right potential to show the HR or recruiter, right?
Yes.
Got it. So your resume is good, I felt it is good, so that's why I'm not talking about anything, right? But make that template also other template. Okay,
Okay.
you are working in good organization, that's really good.
Yes.
Just make the template to the new template, okay? And
Yes.
add one certification and be strong, okay? And
Okay.
I'm always there to help you. If you need any help, I
Thanks.
think you have my number also, right?
Yes.
So that you can reach out to me. So because I'm telling, because you gave your time to me, right? So
Yes.
whoever helps me, I will help them, right? So
Yes.
that's a word from me, right? Thank you, Vishnu, for coming onto this live. So
Thanks.
all of you are good with Vishnu's interview. Vishnu, stay on the call, okay? Don't go,
Yes.
okay? Just 2 minutes. I would like to see, right, what people are telling, what people are knowing. All are good with Vishnu's interview? Yes, no? Okay, it was awesome. Yes, okay, it was awesome. Okay, I make sure that whatever people are with me, right, I will be setting that benchmark, right? So that's how the things. Yes, okay, thank you. Now let's go to the next interview, right? So Vishnu, you can drop off from the meeting. I think I will take Soumya now, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Vishnu, for joining, and thank you, Soumya. So yes, will he get selected? Uh, I cannot tell that, because see, there are many things to discuss on that factor, right? But he is a good, confident guy. Even though he don't know, he has come forward. he was ready to showcase himself, right? So for that thing, at least I can take in my team, and I can give him the proper guidance. With that, he can become something. Yes, he is good. He's definitely good. That's what I meant, right? Okay, Soumya, how are you?
Yeah, hi Praveen. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. So thank you first of all for accepting our request. And this is like episode one, which I've started. And after I talked with many of the students have pinged me. Okay. Now I was thinking to whom to select, whom to say yes. And Vishnu first didn't say yes. Okay. He took time. Like say yes means he didn't reply. So I was waiting for his reply. And then I approached you actually. And earlier to this, two students were there. And for both of them, I said, okay, I will go with Swamijit because already there was one-to-one ping and all. So I told them like you come to the episode, right? Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, great. So let's start with your interview. I will take out your resume. So guys, all of you are ready on LinkedIn. How many of you are there on LinkedIn? Can you please tell yes? I would need a proper yes with more Josh so that Swamijit is also happy. He's smiling in the interview, right?
I'm a
uh,
little bit scared actually.
little bit scared. You don't need to be scared because whatever the type of the questions asked, that will be on the standard, right? I will not go ahead, right? So don't worry. So on LinkedIn, I am not seeing any people on LinkedIn. What is that? Or the people are there or not on LinkedIn? Okay, 112 people are there on LinkedIn. Please check out the YouTube channel also, Praveen Singampalli, right? Okay, so many people are there. 114 people are there on LinkedIn. So guys, on YouTube, those who are YouTube, episode 2 will also come shortly, right? And please check my channel. This is my channel. I hope you all know. All the links you will get from the LinkedIn profile, you will get everywhere, right? You can also check that. You will see an entire free things on LinkedIn, on YouTube, right? So please check out that, right? So I am flashing my link, YouTube name. So this will be my YouTube name. If you are anyone is new who has come here, right, you can definitely go and subscribe to the channel for coming episodes, right? Great. So Samajit, let's start your interview, right?
Sure.
Great. So let me take out your resume. I have got many resumes, guys, right? So it was really difficult, like to whom select, whom I should not, like that. Okay, Somajit. Okay, great. I got it. Okay. Okay, Somajit, let's start your interview. And the same pattern goes in with Vishnu, whatever the pattern was. I will be writing the feedback on my screen, right? And you should be talking. And meanwhile, I will not see you directly, but I will be listening and watching your movements, right?
Sure.
Great. So, Somajit, let's start with your introduction. I see that you are working as a systems engineer. So, start with your introduction and let me know, like, what are your achievements till now, right? And what are your certifications which you have completed, and a little bit of glimpse about yourself.
Hello everyone. I'm Swamijit Das. So basically, the part of the project I am currently in. So I'm part of the Devops team right now, and basically there are both on-site and offshore teams. So for offshore teams, only I am there, and there on in on-site team there are two people. So basically, three people in Devops team, and it is a banking project actually. So we are the whatever the microservices the developers are creating, we are creating the bamboo pipeline for all those applications to build automatically whenever they are whenever they are committing on Bitbucket, and those build will be running automatically, and whenever a build is successful, that will be deployed automatically onto PCF through the automation process that we have set up through Bamboo. And we have on Bamboo, we have used two types of setup. One type of setup is from the Bamboo UI directly itself, with using all the shell scripting and PowerShell scripting, and also some of the Bamboo plugins that we have. And also there is another way we can set up, that is from using Java specs. So from using Java specs also, we have created many automation pipelines, build and deployment both pipelines, and also we as for security measurements to mitigate any for any vulnerability checking. We are using Veracode. So Veracode pipelines also we have set up. So if I tell you the whole steps from start to end-to-end configuration, if I tell you, so whenever a developer is creating a commit on Bitbucket, it is automatically building on Bamboo, and after building on when the build is successful, automatically it is deploying on the dev environment, and whenever on dev environment it is deploying successfully, the artifact which is deploying, that will be then automatically going to Veracode also, and there it will check the artifact in a sandbox manner.
Okay, that's great. So, Swamijit, I really appreciate that your resume is looking more matured, right? And it contains the latest data, whatever you are working, right? So, I'm really impressed with your resume. You have added your achievements, you have added your education interests. So, let's get into your actual interview, right? So, I see that you have worked on Bitbucket, right? So, can you tell
Yes.
me? So, that is your repository, right, for your code?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So can you
Bitbucket.
tell me in Bitbucket, right, how you have integrated that with your CI/CD structure?
So for Bitbucket perspective, whenever we are creating a CI/CD pipeline on Bamboo, there is an option called linked repository.
Okay.
So we need to create that link repository first to set up a bridge between Bamboo and Bitbucket. It is basically a bridge. It is connecting Bamboo and Bitbucket. So there we have set up a default naming convention for each and every repository or application name, you can say. So there, this default repository name we are giving there, and there is another option of giving that particular Bitbucket link or any repository that whoever is using whatever repository, there's a particular URL also we can provide, and the particular branch also on which branch they are actually committing their codes. So
Okay.
that Bitbucket URL we provide there, and the branch also we provide there. It can be anything. It can be develop, release, feature, whatever they are using. So
Okay.
basically, the linked repository is bridging the gap between Bamboo and Bitbucket. And from
Okay.
there, it is either mostly we use Java specs only to create a CI/CD pipeline on Bamboo, or we can use the scripting part also directly
Okay.
from Bamboo UI.
Okay. Great. So now I would like to ask you one question here. Now I see you have used JFrog Nexus, right? So if I give an
Yes,
automation to you, right? Let's think
yes,
whenever your application is getting converted into jar or war, any type of
yeah,
application, right? Now
yeah,
that war file or jar file is getting placed on JFrog. Okay.
okay, yeah,
Okay. Now
yeah,
JFrog has only 5 MB of space with it. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you have to write an automation in Shell or Python to clean up this space whenever it is getting filled. Will you be able to write?
Clean up the space.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah, in PowerShell scripting, I can write.
Okay, you can write. So, what
Yeah,
will be your pseudo code? Like, can you tell line one, line two, just on a layman terms? I don't need write code or something. Just step one is this, Praveen. Step two is this. Step three is this. That's it. Can you tell me like that, or you want some hint?
yeah. So, for regarding for PowerShell scripting, for uploading any of the JFrog or Nexus, we need to have a like let's
Okay,
say
no problem.
base
Let me give you
64.
an hint. So, whenever
Yeah,
you
sure.
try to access JFrog or Bitbucket or Bamboo or GitHub, what you first hit on the browser?
Yeah. So that is the URI itself.
URL, right? So
Yeah,
what will be your step one? Step one is you're hitting the
yeah.
URL, right?
Yes, hitting the URL.
Then what is the step two? You need to
Is
understand
Q.
which. application files are that, right? There will be
Yes,
folder
yes,
structure and JFrog and access, right? So you need to
mm-hmm.
search for which application my manager has asked me to hit that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Correct. Then
Yes,
under
yes,
that,
yes.
you will check how many files are there, for loop
How
or
many
something.
files are there?
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. So you will be able to write if someone is guiding you. Yes.
Yes, 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 of course.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
also username, password, also
yes. We need
variable, we can
correct.
use that
Correct. Good.
after like
That's great.
hitting the URI.
Great. Great. So why only on Pivotal Cloud Foundry, right? Your team is working. Any specific reason why you guys have selected that?
See, actually, this is like a very, frankly speaking, this is like a very old project and very long project.
Acha.
And these banking projects are actually very long. Their long
Correct.
contracts are there.
Correct.
So yeah, for maybe regarding for its purpose of easy to use, maybe PCF is kind of easy to use because we
Correct.
can just log in there and we can just easily search for the app name and check if it is up and running and config server is up and running, and then it is fine for our end, from our end.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe
Great.
that perspective.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Now I see that you have also worked on Python scripting. If I give you a
Yes.
task, will you be able to complete that?
uh, yes, sure. What does? Yeah.
Okay. So task will be something like again on the JFrog hit only, right? Let's
Okay.
take you have an endpoint on AWS or PCF. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's take you want to hit that PCF endpoint, some service endpoint. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
And get the data from that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So what are the Python functions you will use in that case?
Okay. Python functions.
Hmm. Okay. Let me tell
Okay,
you.
so for
Huh.
hitting any getting any services on PCF, first we need to get uh, the particular environment ID, which we need to hit first. If it is dev, QA, whatever, what anything it could be, and then we need to run a command, that cf login command we can use
Correct.
to log in the PCF. And then if we are like
Okay. That's fine. So will you use something like Boto 3? Will you be using that?
Puto 3, no, I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
Not
No,
sure.
no issues. Okay. No issues. No issues. That's okay. So any monitoring tools your team is using to monitor continuously, something like that you have?
Oh, yeah, actually, I don't have access to, but one of my senior members have access. They are using Splunk
Okay.
because the production access we don't have. So
Okay.
that's why.
Okay. So I will ask you one question on Docker. So I hope you have worked on Docker and you told that you already know Docker. So can you tell me this question, right? Suppose you have your Docker container which is running on a system, right? Laptop or desktop, anywhere. So how this Docker container is extracting the host details? Any idea on that?
Docker container handling the post details.
Host container, right?
Okay,
Whenever
host
a
details.
container
Yeah,
is
yeah.
running, yes,
Hmm.
host, how it is taking the host details.
Sorry, Praveen.
No. Okay. No problem. No problem. Right. No problem. uh, so yeah, I see you have achieved some awards also. Would you like to tell like what was your contribution to the team and how you got selected for that particular award?
Yeah. Basically, that time when I received that award, it was only me. I mean, from both offshore and on-site, only me was working from the DevOps team,
Correct.
and it was like for my throughout my working term, hasn't been an escalation till now.
Great.
So I've been delivering all the tasks before time also. So that's why I got that award, since I was handling all the things that time all by myself.
Okay,
And
that's really great.
also, yeah, and also just after that, two people joined in my on-site team, and there I actually gave KT to them also.
Great. That's really great. I think you are an individual contributor to the team, right?
Yes, yes. In
Yes.
offshore,
That-
I'm working.
That's really great. Now, I would like to ask one last question, and we will wind up this thing. So, you have worked
Sure.
on SonarQube.
Yes.
Okay. Now, suppose you have 10 projects with you, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
10 projects under one pillar, let's take, or one manager.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You have
Yeah.
10 projects with you, right? And you have to automatically create with an automation project keys and project names on Sonar dashboard. I don't
Mm.
want you to manually create keys and project names there. Would you be able
Mm.
to do that?
Yeah. From shell scripting, we can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, any pseudocode you can explain?
Pseudocode. The what can I say? The one we are currently using, actually the project, the developer team are using .NET only. So
Mhm.
we can use the .NET command as .NET, then ms sonar build, and then there is a k. We can for sonar key option we can use k then hyphen, and then we can initialize the key name. That way we can
Okay,
create the
I would like
shell
to.
script.
Okay, I would like to tell an hint here. So when you are telling about shell script, right? The
Hmm.
Sonar has a REST endpoint to create the keys and names, right? You don't need to give k underscore or k equal to something like that. There is
Okay.
just directly take that endpoint, right?
Okay.
And put all the project keys and project names in two files or a single text file or somewhere, run
Okay.
a for loop on that text file, right? And
Okay.
once that for loop is running on the text file, you will get one by one keys and values. You append it to the URL which you have formed with $A, $B, $A
Yes.
being your
Yes.
project key, $B being your project name, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's it. It will
Okay.
automatically create your keys, right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Great.
We are not
Yes.
using that, but yeah, we'll surely uh, try that. Yeah. Yeah.
Great,
Thank you,
great.
Praveen.
So I think that was really nice talking to you. You are really a great person. Like you are an individual contributor. You have achieved an award, and I see you have done a full stack traveling website as a project. I see you as
Yeah.
a potential candidate, right? And
Thank you.
a few things as an update to you, right?
Yes.
Uh, yes,
Yes.
right. Great. Just like I felt somewhere, right? Maybe it's a shyness or something. Otherwise, you were good at what you are explaining. And in real time, when someone is interviewing, right? This is not
Okay.
for Sonajit. This is for everyone, right? When you know something, right? Let's take. I asked the question whether I gave a scenario to you, right? There is a what is that SonarQube something, right? Now,
Yes.
even though you know a 50% of that, right? Make sure
Yes.
you are sharing your screen and telling the interviewer that, hey, I can write the pseudocode. Will you be interested? Right? Right. So
Okay.
what happens, right? With that case, the interviewer will be more happy to see your confidence. Step one, right? Step two, whenever you don't know something, you directly tell to the interviewer that, hey, I have not worked on this part, but would you like to listen on this skill set which I have worked and I am very much expert on this, right? As you have told, like you have worked on PCF, right? You would
Yes.
have told me many things on PCF, right? Because most
Yes.
of
Yes.
our audience who are here have not worked on PCF, right?
Hmm.
So those kind of things, people will get attracted. Like, okay, this guy resume is good, this guy's speaking skills is good, this guy is more confident, and I will take you in my team. That kind of sense you can make it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Praveen.
Great, great. So going
Yeah. Yeah.
forward, I think you will definitely get a job, right? I am giving
Thank you.
100% surety. All the best, and reach me out whenever you need any help. I hope again you have my number, right? Please don't
Yeah.
share with anyone. It's only for the community, those who are there in WhatsApp, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you for
brother.
joining, and I think you have been a great great student, right? Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, thank
Anything
you.
you wanted to give or tell to the community? I think 82 and 84, almost many people are watching you. Would you like to tell something to them?
Yeah, so actually, this is my first one-to-one interview I'm giving. I haven't given any interview before this. I mean, just after the current company I'm in, just after that interview, I'm giving this interview after 2 years.
Okay.
So this is a good, good learning opportunity for me, because that time I was preparing for something else, because freshers interview is different and experienced interview is different. So
Okay.
yeah, it was a great learning opportunity, and
Okay.
also your batch 2.0 is also going like that. That is also going really good. I have what's it? I have joined 2 sessions also. So yeah, I'm also learning the Jenkins part. So yeah, eager to learn that part, and Kubernetes also. Looking forward to everything.
Definitely, definitely, and we will bang on with more power, right, in the coming days. I didn't know that you are seriously part of the Bash 2.0. That's not my
Okay,
intention.
okay.
I just wanted to select random people, and they'll just. I didn't ask you question also, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Correct, right? Great. So thank you for coming. I will talk with my community for some time. You can drop off, right? Thank you again.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay, that was the episode 1, and I think it really went well. How many of you have enjoyed or learned something new? How many of you have learned something new? Please say yes on YouTube, on LinkedIn. I think I think I asked so many questions, right? I didn't wanted to pressurize the people who are with me, right? And that's the reason, like, I was going a little bit slow, a little bit fast. But yeah, I would like to say thanks to both of them, right? So people on LinkedIn, are you there? Why silent, yaar? No Josh. Okay. So when we are doing something, right, we should be always showing more power, more Josh, so that other person feel the positive energy in us, right? So Anthony, thank you. Yes, I think Jyoti, thank you, everyone. Yeah, it will be helpful. It will be helpful if you answer all the interview questions. Okay, definitely I will answer. Yeah. So I think few questions for the Sonarqube I have given the answer, right? What else I have asked for the I'm not remembering the questions, right? But yeah, definitely if you are knowing the questions or noted down somewhere. I remember the Sonarqube questions because I have asked last that one. I remember the Bitbucket, how he has integrated that question. And I remember how the CICD pipeline entirely flow works. Few of the questions I remember. It's really difficult for me to reply to every question, right? So, okay. People on YouTube, are you there? Yes. Okay. Do you have any specific tool interview program? No, Nikhil, I think I have shared the drive link and the posts on the LinkedIn itself. So I think from there I have selected, right? Got the questions, need to learn to answer. Okay, great. Bharat, thank you for that. Very much Josh. Okay, how is the Josh? Sayed is telling very much hi. How can we part of your batch? Okay, all of you, I would like to tell you for 1 minute that I have started batch 2.0. The link will be in the video description on YouTube, right? On LinkedIn, it will be on my profile page, right? It will be like join batch 2. So if anyone is interested, you are always welcome to join that. In everywhere you will find the link, and you can connect with me on Instagram also. It will be my ID. Here also I post all the job details, who from which students have got the jobs, right? In the sense how my students have got the jobs in product based companies and all those things. I've given everything on Instagram also, so you can connect with me on Instagram, right? And for joining the DevOps, for joining the batch 2, okay, I really liked. Connect me to LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn also you all can connect, but the thing is, in LinkedIn, I think almost all I have reached my connection request accept, right? I cannot accept more people, so that is the reason, right? So you all can connect with me on YouTube, right? YouTube, I hope you all know, it's like Praveen Singampalli. And in Instagram, I have given the Instagram, right? Any queries you have, Any queries you have, I will be happy to answer. It's 9:59 only. Okay, any queries? All of you have taken down the Instagram ID, right? From there you will get the batch 2.0 links, and you can talk with any of the students about the course, about the teachings, right? And you can join the Telegram group also, right? Okay, any queries on YouTube? Also, before winding up this session, right, I would like to take all of your queries, right, and then I will wind up this session, right? And on YouTube, please like the video, right? The like target is 50 plus. I see 100 people are there. If you are liking, you can give more likes, right? That will really help me, right? And yes, it is episode 1, guys. Episode 2 is coming soon, right? I would like to tell you episode 2, right, coming soon. So episode 2 will be freshers, right? Freshers mostly, because this I have taken 2 years of experience. The episode 2 will be most of fresher and then more experienced person I will be doing, so that you all come to know like what type of questions in real time, more advanced way people are asking, right? Yes. Insta ID. Okay, I am sharing again. Insta ID. This is my Insta ID. Where is Insta? Okay, this is the Insta ID, Singam for DevOps. You can connect with me here, and always YouTube is always there for you, right? So you can always reach out to me on YouTube also, right? So any other questions? When is next mock interview session? How to send your resume? Okay, you always can upload. Thank you, Ramya. Right, you always can upload the resume. You can join the Instagram, right, and you can find the drive link, right? And also I will release the episode 2 also in a short notice, and you can join from there. Okay, you always can watch my YouTube videos, right? I have given the interview playlist of various companies, right? Yes, daily motivation, don't need to worry. Along with the PDF sharing of topic current day, please share interview questions of topic to prepare well. See, for interview questions, there is something I have kept for you all. The entire list of interview questions along with tools will be given to you, so don't worry, right? Yes. So any questions? Anyone has any questions? All of you watch the Instagram, LinkedIn, right? And I think yes, all of you good? Yes, Greta. Okay. Shall we wind up the sessions, or any other questions you have? Okay, people. Okay, before we wind up the session, quickly type, right? Quickly type something which you feel that has helped you today, right? That has helped you actually. Something, type something which you think that, okay, this has been a positive motive for me for today, right? Something what you felt as a positive notion today, type that in the chat, and I would like to see something what you have learned, maybe on your learning side, maybe on your job side, maybe on your talking with the new people side, something like that. Please let me know. Okay, Lakshmi Tanuja is asking Docker host. Answer, it is C groups which makes that things. Okay, now how can we start as a fresher? Definitely it will be really helpful in the coming days. I am targeting more like freshers get the jobs, right? That's the target, right? Okay, some real-time tasks we get. Okay, definitely we will do it, no issues, right? Okay, so people on the YouTube, just type, just give some emoji, and people on the LinkedIn also give some emoji, and we will wind up this session. Any emoji which you feel. I just want to have the flow of the emoji so that I can show to the people, and we can take a good night right from here. And this episode 2 will also be continued, so stay tuned for further updates, right? And the batch 2 is going on. If you want any support, any one-to-one guidance, you can definitely join my DevOps Bootcamp Batch 2, which I have already posted on my YouTube. You can go on YouTube and search for the videos. In every video, you will find the links. And in YouTube video, you will find the links, right? So, okay, hand purple, When is the next mock session? It will come soon, right? Okay. Okay, that's really great. Okay, few more smileys. That's it. Okay. Okay, this I Sasiram, thank you. Okay, that's really great. Okay, so yes, this is Praveen signing off. I hope to connect with you all. Right. Okay, I hope with connect with you all soon. Right. Yes, thanks a lot. We get some real time scenarios. That's really good to know. Right. And yes, daily motivation. Thank you. Okay, Gopichan, thanks. And here I see Sayyid Ali. Thank you. That's really good, right? Okay. Okay. That's really good. Awesome. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. I think I'm good. And we will meet you in episode 2, where we'll be rocking on with more power. And in episode 2, I would like to tell you we will have one fresher, right? And one experienced, more experienced, right? So definitely visit the episode 2. I'll be rolling out the details in short time, so that you all can definitely check out that, right? So yes, how can we start as a fresher in DevOps field? So Jyoti, you can definitely check my LinkedIn profile, and you will find so much things, right, to start with, right? And you can always connect on the YouTube and Instagram also, right? So this is the thing. Episode, okay, I didn't write episode 2, right? Episode 2 will be one fresher and one experienced, right? Okay, so yes, if anyone is looking to join batch 2.0, you are always welcome to join, right? And yes, you are always welcome to join. You will find the links in YouTube every video, and on LinkedIn also you will find in every place. And yes, if you still think that okay, I want to join, the links will be in this post itself, the post which I have done, right? Once you go to the Google Upload Drive, there will be the link of the batch 2.0. So if anyone is interested, you can join. So yes, this is Praveen Singham signing off from today's episode 1. We will meet in episode 2 coming days. I will put the post everywhere, right? And it will be really glad if you join again, right? So yes, thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you for joining the episode 1. Episode 2 is coming soon, right? Bhaiya, after DSA, how to prepare for cloud? It's very simple, Divu. See, there are many people who are teaching, right? There are many people who are giving the content for free. You can definitely watch my YouTube playlist where I have given various companies interview question. May it be Amazon, may it be your Informatica, SAP, right? Those things you can definitely check, and you can definitely learn from them, right? Okay, great. Good night. Yes, if anyone is looking for missing last 2 sessions, you always have the recordings. So from this week, there will be live classes. You can definitely join, right? Okay, great. Great. Thank you all. People on YouTube, thank you for so much love. We will come back with more power, more Josh on episode 2, right? And this is Praveen Singham again signing off. Thank you all.